Good evening. Good evening. Today is Friday. It is Father's Day weekend. So I requested this weekend off Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. For one, I did it because it's Father's Day weekend. Number two, I just wanted to. And number three, I don't know if I'm going to go to the cemetery on Father's Day, which I might, and visit with my dad and spend some time with H2B, who has been a father to my kids coming up more so than their real present and alive fathers, by the way. So I always celebrate Father's Day with him because he has been more than a stepfather to my children coming up. So I've always celebrated Father's Day with him. So anyway, I'm picking up his gift tomorrow. I've already ordered it. So I go pick it up. So, my head is hurting. I just took an Excedrin. My chest is bothering me. I've actually had a pretty decent day. I am going back to one of my old jobs. It's another little handy Andy. I used to work at this thrift store like way back before COVID even. Back, you know what? Actually, it was 2019 when I was there because this happened before COVID and all that stuff even happened. And what was we living in? Was it 20? No, it wasn't even 2019. It was way before then, actually, when I worked there. But anyway, it's just so. Anyway, a lady I know, she's actually cousins with one of my sisters, and she's a different mother than me. However, long story short, she runs the place now. She's like the manager. So I knew when I called her, I already knew I could come back, because I was let go because of some bullshit anyway. So when I was there, forever ago. So anyway, I went and I knew everything was gonna go good. We was pretty much in the interview. We was just catching up, like, hey girl, what's been going on with the family? Things like that. Because I've been knowing her, like I said, for a long time. My sister used to do her hair, our hair, all our hair at one point. So anyway, just for me, just another little handy Andy. I'm just gonna go back to. So I started like on the 24th. So I had texted my manager where I'm at now and told her like, hey, I'm letting you know this is gonna be my last week, and my last physical day working will be June 23rd, which is a Sunday if I'm scheduled, which I know I am because I've been off. I was off last Sunday, and I'm off this Sunday, so I already know the next Sunday I was definitely gonna be on board to work. So I just said that. So she says, well, okay, well, I already done the schedule. And what does that mean? I'm supposed to stop what I'm doing because you already did your schedule 2 weeks out? I don't think so. So she said, are you giving me 1 week's notice or 2 weeks? I said, well, technically, we just got paid. We get paid bi-weekly. When I told you what my last day would be, so technically I'm giving you a 2 week. Actually, technically it will be 2 weeks because I'm leaving when the next pay period starts. So isn't that 2 weeks? Isn't that 2 weeks? I mean, y'all let me know. Is that 2 weeks? We get paid bi-weekly. We just got paid this week. We just got paid. What's today? Friday? Well, yeah, we just got paid. So the week after next, she's going on her vacation next week. So the week after that will be a pay week, right? So that will be 2 weeks. So yeah, I gave you my notice. I'm not leaving until the next pay period. My last day will be 23rd. So that is 2 weeks that is 2 weeks to me. So I told her, I said, well, technically, yeah, that will be 2 weeks because blah blah blah. So I told her, I said, I will, type it up and I'll write it up so it'll be more professional than via me texting you, letting you know, hey, this, that, and the third. But since you're my manager, the store manager, I just want to let you know you're going to have to make some changes and get some people in there to help cover or whatever you need to do. So, however, it's not even what I want to do for real, what I'm leaving to go do. It's just more money. And I can't deal with that shit anymore. I don't want to be bothered as it is. And to be honest, I would like a sitting down job. I would like to just hit the fucking number. Like everybody winning these Powerballs. I love scratch offs. People hitting off these scratch offs for 50,000, 100,000, 500,000. Can you just imagine just spending $2 on a scratch off and it's changing your life for the good? And then I'm finding out people playing this called Lucky for Life, some shit. I'm gonna play that shit tomorrow because that's like the Powerball or something drawing. And I think, and I'm not even a lottery playing person at all. I'm not a big numbers player. My father was, and my goddaddy, they was. They both rest in heaven now, but they were big on that. My father was big on numbers. He was always hitting. Not my granddad, my godfather was the same way. So they was big lottery numbers and players. I'm not that. If it's like, just say, God forbid, like my dad's birthday, I played his birthday because he's no longer here. I played that on his birthday. I didn't even check to see if the number came out or not. I will when I go play this stuff tomorrow. And, stuff like that. So I'm not a big number player, but I do love scratch offs. Am I addicted to scratch offs? No. The most I like to spend is maybe $5. I get maybe like $1 scratch off if they have it, and maybe $2 ones. So I spend a total of maybe $5 on scratch offs, maybe six. I might buy two for six of them. When I'm out of town, I definitely like to buy scratch offs. Hopefully we'll win, something come through, but still no. But I still like buying scratch offs, especially when we out of town. So anyway, so people have been like hitting, off of these stuff, and I'm not trying to be funny, but it's always people that really don't need them. They didn't even know they hit. They out walking the dogs, doing the gardening, putting add-ons to their homes. It's people just they're not struggling. If I can say that, this like, and I'm happy for them, but at the same time, I'm low key hating. Like, why can't it be me? Like, I'm the one who really taking the chance trying to buy some scratch offs and this and that. The most I've ever won was $25, and I spent five more and brought more with that, and the 20 I pocketed. But it's just like, even 50,000, just get me out us out the line of fire. I could have 50,000 unexpectedly. Yes, we can do a lot with that. For real, for real. I can make it stretch, twist, and bend. But just imagine, and they hitting for like, and I read their reviews as to say what they're gonna do with the money is. I'm just gonna save it for my retirement. Or I'm gonna do some work to the house. I'm just gonna remodel the house. It's like they're doing just, simple shit, because they don't really need to really do anything for real, for real. So those are the people that are winning, that are really hitting off of this. It's nobody like myself or somebody even in my family that I'm close to or talk to, that I know, that I'm not saying I know, will hopefully be like, you know what, I know my cousin or my sister in a situation, let me help her out, let me help them out, blah blah blah, so things like that. Hey sis, are you still looking for a place? Yes, I am. Okay, well, you know what? When you find one, in the meantime, here goes some money on you a place. Whatever you do with it, that's on you. But here's some money for you a place. That's the type of stuff I would be on if I won that kind of money. So anyway, that's just here or there. That's not even a reason for my getting on here today. So, I'm wearing my shirt that says "Thou shall not try me." Mood 24/7. I actually cut it and made it into a crop shirt today because it's really a long T-shirt, but I cut it. So anyway, because when I brought this shirt, I had a shirt for a while now. I was a little, excuse me, I wasn't that much heavier because it's a small, but it just seemed like it don't fit right anymore like it used to. So I just cut it today into a crop shirt. So anyway, what's I about to say? What's I about to do? Um, what's I about to say? Okay, I'm sorry, I'm losing my train of thought. Okay, so I'm trying to see if I'm the problem. So I had halfway found a place. We had went and looked at this place, and it was cool. It was in the city. It was in our price range. It was, and everything was cool. When we saw the place, they had still been working on it, and then we were gonna move forward. So the lady sent me the lease like Wednesday. So meanwhile, I was just looking over the lease, and the rent wasn't what I was quoted by the landlord, and neither was the security deposit. Now, the landlord does have a heavy, heavy accent. So maybe I misunderstood what he was saying. So it's like his assistant, the young lady who met us over there and showed us the place and all that, that's who I've been corresponding with because that's who works for him. So mind you, she's a young girl, cute young lady. And so mind you, and I'm not even gonna be long winded with too much with the story because I really want y'all feedback and y'all opinions, and I can take criticism. I'm trying to see am I the problem. So anyway, mind you, you know, so I text her. I said, hey, I was unaware that you wanted this. The security deposit had went up, so that means the amount to move in had went up. I already had it in my mind. Okay, what we gonna have to come up with, and maybe a little bit, maybe $1 or two more just for some wiggle room. But now I really got to come up with an extra amount because everything went up. So the security deposit was a month and a half plus the first month's rent. That's not what I was quoted. I said, well, that's not. He told me first month's rent and security. If he said a month and a half, I misunderstood him because he does have a heavy accent. I don't recall hearing that. So when I was reading the lease, I said, well, I'm not going to sign this because the rent was $100 higher. That's not what I was quoted. And then the security deposit was a month and a half, and that's not what I was quoted. At least that's not what I thought I heard. So when we were going back and forth, not really back and forth, because I still the text messages. I just was trying to get clarity. I said, well, no. She said, well, that this is what the security deposit is, and this is what the rent. I said, well, that's not what the landlord told me. I said, I wasn't told that, and she was like, well, I'm showing him everything you said, and she was saying like I was like being confrontational and I was giving them attitude, but via text messages when she was responding back, she was saying that it always been, a month and a half for the security. She said it could have been a language barrier. I'm not sure. I said, well, maybe it was. I said, well, however, that's fine. So when she sent me the last section, she said, okay, the security deposit was still going to be a month and a half, and then the rent did go down $100 as to what I was told. So I said, okay, fine. And she said, well, it's okay. We don't have to move forward if you don't want to. I said, no, I just didn't like being caught off guard, which I was, with the price increase with the security deposit and then the rent. That's not what I was quoted, or that's not what I thought I heard. I said, however, that's fine. We can move forward. I sent her the thumbs up and everything. So I'm thinking everything is cool. So the next day, I was say, I had some downtime. I didn't have to go to work until the afternoon. I said, okay, let me go ahead and do this lease, and then I can print it out and have them print it out here where we are. So I, so I had texted her. I said, hey, good afternoon. I'm getting ready to sign it. I'm finna go ahead and sign the lease. Just make sure, you change the rental to, back down to what we discussed. And I'm getting ready to sign the lease now, and I'll print it out. And then she said, oh, well, I have to wait. And she said, oh, well, I have to wait to hear back from him to see if we're going to move forward. So I'm puzzled. And she really hasn't been corresponding. Like, she doesn't, like, reply back. And I get it. She's probably helped managing his other houses and all that. But she doesn't, she's not really she doesn't respond back, in a timely manner, if the same day. So let me just try to quote the little Texas right quick. Because I don't try to be thinking because I don't have no reason to make up shit. I'm trying to get up. I'm trying to get a place to stay. And this just can't be lifing right now. Like, so let me see. Cause I texted her today, and I'm not gonna keep texting you either. If we not, then I need to know I'll move on. So I've already sent out 2 more inquiries to about some places today as well. They not granted. I would have been happier getting this place because it's actually bigger. It's a whole house, and I really wanted it. And I was like, cool. I'm even happier now. When I thought I had the place in the bag, I'm like, I'm even happier because it was a bigger place. It was a whole house, and I was okay with that. What I inquired about today was some apartments because I'm just trying to get the fuck out of here. I need a place to stay. So at this point, and plus I had got approved. So I was thanking God, like, okay, we got it. Thank you, Jesus. Now we just come with XYZ to move into this place. So anyway, so I'm just going to just read some of the text messages. Hit the text messages right here. So she says, I'll confirm if he still wants to move forward. I said, I'm puzzled. I said, can I call you now because I'm confused? Okay, I said, or shall I call the landlord and speak with him because now I'm confused as to why it's an if. So this was the other day. This was at 10:02, 10:03, and then 10:24. She didn't respond. No, she actually called. So after I sent her that message, and I said, "Oh, should I just call him?" She called. She actually called me. She called me around, I guess, after the last little message. She called me about like 10:30 or something. And she said, "Hey, if you want to call him, that's fine." And she was being real kind of like snappy and getting smart a little bit. But you know what? I didn't react to it because I'm just like, I really, little girl, I really don't know who the fuck you think you talking to. So you working for him, blah blah blah. So so I'm talking to her and I'm just letting her talk, and she was like, I was giving attitude and I was being confrontational, and it seemed like I was just gonna be a problem tenant. And so she said, this man is overseas or wherever the landlord lives. She was like, he's foreign, he's not full, BS and this and that. And she said that just made us seem like you're gonna be a problem tenant, even with paying the rent and all of you being confrontational. I said, first of all, I wasn't being confrontational. And I said, I just like clarity. I said, I like to have all my T's crossed and my I's dotted. I said, I wasn't going to sign anything if that's not what I was quoted. I said, well, maybe it was a language barrier. I don't recall, him telling me that. But if it is, so be it. That's fine. That's why I said that's okay. We can move forward. So I thought we had an understanding when me and her and I spoke. She said, okay, I get it. I understand that, She said, but that's just how you came off. I said, well, that was not my intention to come off that way, but I like clarity and I like to be clear on things before I'm signing my John Hancock on anything, because I don't want any misunderstandings. And then to say, well, you signed and you agreed to it, that goes a long way. So I said, we make the changes and I'm cool with it, right? So that was that. So that was what I said yesterday, right? Let me go back to these texts. That was, well, yeah, this was yesterday. And so, which was, yeah, Thursday. So after that, I'm just like, okay. And so when we was talking, she was saying, I said, honey, I never been a problem tenant. I never had a problem with paying my rent or my bills or anything else. I said, if anything, homes look better when I depart than versus for me coming in there, because I put my spin on homes wherever home I'm at. If the Lord bless me to stay however long I'm there, I put my spin on it because I like to be comfortable and be in my home cozy setting. So places look better once I leave up out of there than when I enter the homes. Unless everything showroom new, even then, it's going to still look showroom new when I leave. So anyway, long story short, y'all, even though it's 17 minutes into the video, that was that. So like I said, I thought we had an understanding, and she said, okay, well, I have to wait till he get up. I have to talk to him. I have to see what he says, because I showed him everything you were saying, and he just was saying like he didn't want to be bothered because he thought I was going to be a problem tenant or a confrontational, and then we can keep showing the property or whatever. I said, okay, well, just let me know, what we want to do. I said, honey, I've never been a problem tenant with anybody, a problem tenant, co-worker, or anything like that. I'm just not for bullshit, and it is what it is. So am I the problem? So after that, I haven't heard from her. She was supposed to call me back yesterday. She didn't call me back. She didn't text me. Today's Friday. I sent her these messages right here. Y'all can see it. It says, good morning, right here. I sent her that. It says, good morning. This is me, my name, my real name. I'm checking to see if we're moving forward or not. This was at 2:51 today. No response. So I texted her at 5:50. I said, good evening with a question mark. So it's now 7:35. I'm straight. I'm not finna kiss your ass, his ass, nobody's ass. It's just messed up because a lady had referred me to him because he's her landlord, and she said he's a good landlord. And that's what I want. And then she referred me, to him. And I spoke with him and I said, she referred me to you. And he said, okay, well, she's a good tenant and I want somebody like her, blah, blah. So I don't want to make her look bad. So I'm going to call her and let her know what happened as well, because she referred me to him. And for it to backfire, and it's like a big slap in the face, and a big slap, even more of a slap in the face for me and for us, because we need to get the fuck out this room. We need a place to stay, and now we need the money to move. So anywhere it go, I know XYZ, we're going to have to need this amount of money to move. So now it's like I'm back to the fucking drawing board. Let me see who has another, like a private landlord like him who really owns his shit. Private landlord who has a house that's ready to be moved into. So, I thought everything was good. I thought like, thank you, Lord Frank, answered my prayer. I got approved. I was happy. I'm just like, okay, now we just got to come up with this money to move into this place. I haven't heard from her. Crickets. So at this point, I'm not gonna bother her anymore. I won't text this young lady anymore. I'm not even gonna reach out to the landlord. I was thinking about calling him, but and talking to the landlord, but at this point, I'm not going to because that's who he had called me once I spoke with him and we texted and we talked. He had her call me because that's who his assistant is or whatever. And whatever they discussed, whatever they didn't discuss, I don't know. Maybe I was thinking about maybe calling him, reaching out to him just to say, "Hey, sir, it might have been a misunderstanding," and and what I thought I heard, just to make me clear my name and have peace. But I don't know at this point should I even give him a call or not. But I am gonna call a young lady who referred me to him and let her know what happened and what went on. Now if she say, you know what, I think you should call and talk to him, then I'll do it because she know him better than me. She's a renter from him. So, like I said, the young lady was getting smart, and she was like, yeah, I just didn't understand what part she, telling me what I didn't get. And now, first of all, nobody saying what I don't get. If I don't get it, I will let you know I don't get it. I said, well, first of all, and that's when I had to correct her little ass. First of all, I didn't go on his website. You sent me the direct application. I didn't go on his website, so I never saw on his website what the security deposit was. So let's just be clear. And that's exactly what I told her. Anything I'm telling y'all, I told her. I'm not finna sugarcoat shit. I'm grown as hell. And you a young lady just happen to land a good job. Don't get it twisted. You're not gonna talk reckless to me, at all. So I'm not. So if I'm being confrontational or giving you attitude, giving y'all attitude, that wasn't my intention. I just like all my T's crossed and my I's dotted. Period. I'm not finna sign shit if this not what I was quoted. Well, how does that make sense? So even if I scroll back to the text messages, I don't feel like I was. I just said I was caught off guard, with the security deposit. That's why I text you. Like that's not what I was told. So that's fine. If I misunderstood the brother, that's fine too, because he did have a very heavy accent. In my mind, he said first month's rent and security. So I knew what I had to come up with. When I saw the security deposit now a month and a half, that's a whole extra what $600-700. But we gonna need to come up with to get into this place. So now the commas is in there, some extra commas. Okay, but let me know so I can have it in my mind. This is what we need to come up with by the end of this month so we can move into this place. So either, like I said, be that as it may, I'm just gonna step out on faith because we still gonna need to come up with the money anyway to go to move somewhere at this point. So we can at least have a chunk of it to say, hey, we got this, we can get this to you now. That part. So because I was trying to start paying this lady, I wanted to start paying and paying and paying on it. And instead of us trying to come up with a big lump sum at once, I wanted to start giving her money like boom, boom, here go this, here go this, here go that, here go this. I wanted to start paying and paying and paying on it. That's what I wanted to start doing. So when the day comes, guess what? We got it. We paid it in increments, but we got it all together before the end of the month. So here go one big lump sum. Here you go. Here you go. Here you go. That's how I was trying to do it. And I'm trying to get help from different little agencies and things like that to get help, which is no help out here at all, by the way. So trying to find it's nothing on either. Oh, here's on Netflix, which nothing's on Netflix either. I was watching my favorite movie, Acrimony, but it just went off. That's like my movie for real. I love that movie. Yeah, really nothing's on, nothing's on. Nothing's on for real, for real. Anyway, so that's where I'm at with that. And like I said, there is no help out here. I've reached out to every agency you can name. And when I thought I had a glimmer of hope just to help me with the security deposit, I'm not saying for the whole total cost, just help me with the security deposit, just that portion. When I thought I had a glimmer of hope from this church I spoke with, she says, oh, well, we can't help you because you're changing counties. I'm like, wow, just wow. So either because I'm in the county, they can't help me because I'm changing counties. Everywhere I call, there's no funding. We don't have, it's just, they gave me other numbers to call. I've called other numbers. I've called every agency you can think of. There's no funding. It's just no funding, no funding, no funding. I'm like, wow, it's just no help out here. None for the people. And I'm like, this is really sad. This is why I'm over Michigan and they shit, because it's just no help out here. It's no help for Michiganders, as they say. I'm a Michigander. Unfortunately, I've been here all my life. And this is why I say I'm over Michigan. I just need a fresh start because the housing market is ridiculous. It costs so much, like, to rent nowadays. It's just shit. It's just ridiculous. It don't make sense. They want you to be making 1 billion times the amount of the rent. If you think I really made that much, I'll be trying to rent this from you for real, for real. Come on now. Like, seriously. And it's not, and it's in a semi hood or in the hood. Come on now. You fucking kidding me right now? Like, seriously, dude. So it's just like, where's all the reasonable people out there again who really, give people chances? Like, it just don't make no sense. It don't make no sense how this shit is. And there is no help for the people. Where is the help out here for the people? These agencies have no funds. No funds to help. So if I had money for every time I was turned down on these phones these last week or two, since I thought I had got approved for this place, I was on it, on it, on it. There is no help out here. None whatsoever. None at all. No help out here. I'm like, this shit don't make no sense. No sense. My head is just hurting. I didn't even have an appetite for the last couple of days because I'm just trying to figure out what's going on. Why is this happening? So I don't know, y'all. I'm over it. I'm so tired of being here. I don't know what the fuck to do in this room. I mean, I can't afford to we keep doing this shit, paying for this shit day after day, week after week. I'm just frustrated. Like, this can't be life right now. I mean, I'm just ready to just get my furniture out my son's house and move on. Like, I just want to start fresh, move on, just get into a crib and just enjoy it. I think once we do move, I'm just gonna be at home, just sucking it in. Like, I'm just gonna be at home for the first, not even want to get out the house. I'm just gonna be in the house, sitting on the porch, just loving it, sitting in the yard, just, oh my God, cooking. Can't wait to be able to cook again like I want to. My God, it's just like, God, where are you in all this? I need God to show up and show out in my life. I've been praying, I've been tithing. What? I'm just not understanding. I'm not understanding this at all. It's just so frustrating, y'all. So frustrating. Well, that's just my 2 cents. So, y'all let me know what y'all think. Am I the problem? Did I blow it? Or was she just, obviously misunderstood? But like I said, when I spoke with the young lady, I thought we had an understanding. She said she's waiting to hear back from him and she'll talk to him and she'll get back with me. I have not heard from her. I'm not going to call her anymore. I didn't call her, text her anymore. So, like I said, I've already reached out. I inquired to 2 places today, but they 1 bedrooms. So I was even more happier because it was a whole house. And it was 3 bedrooms. So I was in heaven. I was like, this is even better. Within our budget, and it's a whole house. It's a 3 bedroom. Yeah, it was back in the hood, but fuck it at this point. We'll thug it out, for a whole year or whatever. Or until, we can do, till we can do better again. But now, it's just like I'm back to the fucking drawing board. And I'm just so irritated. So anyway, that's just my 2 cents. And that's it. And y'all let me know. What do y'all think? Real talk. Peace. My left eye jumping, right eye been jumping, just my eyes just been jumping. Most of the time when my left eye jump, that means something or somebody gonna make me mad. When your right eye jump, that means something good gonna happen or you gonna get a blessing. I did get another job, so that was a good thing. Like I said, it's my old job, but of course she boosted my pay up. And then not only that, I told her, like, I just can't be, and I'm not trying to be funny, I have too much manager experience just to come in as being a basic employee. So she bring me in as a lead. I'll be full time. It's bi-weekly, but guess what? I'll make sure I get all my hours. I'm part-time where I was at because that's what they was hiring for. But if I gotta wait and then I'm just not used to this shit. I'm not used to just being broke like this. I'm not used to every time I get a quarter, it's going into this room, it's going to food. I'm just not used to this, y'all, and I'm fucking frustrated. I am beyond frustrated. I'm not used to this. I can't fucking save being here. We can't get ahead being here. And nobody have extended an olive branch to help us. Nobody. And I'm going to let that sit on that too. It's just no fucking way if I had a room, I'm finna see somebody in my family struggling and I help them. Not offer an olive branch. I'm just not going to do that. I know everybody want their space, they want their privacy. That's why if we gotta pay for our peace. That's what the fuck we've been doing. But if they know me, they know my H2B. We hustle. He work, I work. Only thing we would really need y'all crib there for is just to lay our heads every night. To lay our heads every night. And maybe on my off days I might want to chill and relax. But I'm gonna be out your way. I'll be in a room somewhere. I won't even be in y'all face. And then I'll be able to cook some food every now and then, some real food, cook some meals while I'm there. That is it. It's not like we're gonna be sitting around playing games or any of that shit. No, it's like this when we had a house. It's just that we had our own quality time. It was our shit, so he didn't have to be out and about and gone so much. But even as it was, he was at work, I was at work, even when we had our crib. Before I got sick, anything. It's just a lesson learned for sure. And I'm gonna have to learn to be the one to say no sometimes too. And it's so weird because I read somebody's status on Twitter, and it said, no matter what somebody's situation is, don't let them come stay with you. And I heard it and I liked it. And I can relate to it. And I can relate to it, I can understand. But at the same time, that can go both ways. You feel me? So it is cool. It is what it is. So that's just my 2 cents. I'm getting off here for real. Let me know what y'all think. Peace.